everybody, and welcome back to the 1.0 automation series. Last time we left off, I did the automatic melon farm, and we made the escape hatch that's underneath the nether portal. I have a few things that are planned for today's episode. One is to sort out this villager problem once and for all, which shouldn't be such a bad time since I've been feeding them. Now that I've set up two farms, one is this birch tree farm that's you can see circulating the entire area, which is a good thing, and two is this farm in here, which has carrots here and beetroot there, which yes, they do feed villagers, melons do not. So, thank you, comment section, for telling me all about this. Alright, so my plan is in order to not have to go down and keep feeding them periodically, what we're going to do instead is we're going to have a dispenser system that drops the food into the cage, and then what we're going to do from there is have the food drop into there. And we could have like one farm chest and have a sorting system, but the main thing what I want to do is, we might get to the sorting system, probably not, but the main thing I want to do is just attach a dropper into there, which shouldn't be too hard. And another thing I want to do is show you a few things that I've been doing also. So if we come down here, we have this, and if we go in here, of course we did automatic melon farm, but you may be wondering what this is. That's okay. This is there's a comparator down here which measures how many melons we have in the chest. I've been collecting a lot so far. And then you can go down and it snakes around. And when this reaches the max, it'll stop growing melons. And that's basically that. So that's something. And then I just sculpt mold a little bit to hide all the redstone behind here. So it looks a little bit different, but that's okay. Now what I wanted to do is improve our furnace system. How many slime balls do we have? 26, that's okay. Because right now it doesn't look very attractive, does it? We've got like a furnace here, we've got just like a chest full of materials here. It doesn't look very attractive. So what I plan to do is, one, I want to make a storage system that I can store all my items, so probably down here since there's more room down here. And two, improve our smelter system, and then have the dispenser. And then if we've got time left, we'll do more from there. So that's the plan for today's episode. Let's get started. Yes, how it's nighttime? I was just looking down here for a system, and it turns out these guys fell into here. What's up? You're ensnared, and there's probably tons of monsters above you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep, or what I can try and do is like kill them. So we can sleep to the morning. And I think we could modify this into a semi-mob farm, maybe? Let's see. Where can we get around? Okay, we can get you. Yeah, I've dug out a little space for a redstone mechanism I have planned. And so I'm going to go to the testing world and see what I can do about that. Alright, so this is the design I've come up with. It's pretty compact and it fits in the allotted area. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'll press this button once. It reveals two chests. When you flip it again, the chests close. Very simple. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put our to be smelted here. Put our fuel in here. And notice that it's just chilling, standing there. It's not doing anything. I'm going to close it. And then this is where the magic happens. It's going to start smelting. Here. Like that. So. And there we go. There's our iron ingot in there. And the nice part is it's all tucked away. So it looks a lot nicer than our current system. And that's essentially what I'm going to be building. So, in case you're wondering how this works, it's really simple. For the opening and closing, we have stairs above the chests which you can't see because you invert the stairs, but to make them look nice, and also so you can open the chests right. And then what you do is you have the movable block here, so that one, the bottom one extends first, and then this one extends last. That way, even when it's trying to push up here first, it can't because there's a movable block in the way. And so this one can get out of the way, and then this one extends once it's able to because that space is out of the way. And that's how that works. And then it goes in the opposite direction. This one extends first, anyways. So this one gets out of the way already before the chest can come out, and that's pretty simple. And it's of course how that obsidian is gonna work. So imagine if you keep pushing up, you're just gonna put that obsidian in the ceiling, and then you're gonna tuck it away. So it's not gonna look too bad, but that's obsidian's the important part. Of course, we don't have any other immovable blocks. But yeah, I like this design, and that's what we're going to be building in part of today's episode. Okay, progress update. I've been doing a few things. I've crafted a ton of stuff. I crafted all the necessary materials to make. Well, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but I modified the thing downstairs, so it's been collecting mob drops so far. So at least it's put to some use. We'll get to the other thing a little bit later, but here's the working furnace smelter system that we have here. So fuel goes in here, things to be smelted goes in there, and then you close it up, and then it smelts it. Okay, I could probably give an example. Let's say we want, so if we want 8 more stone, right, put a stone in here, and if we want 8 more stone, that's just going to require 1 coal. So we take it, we probably should already have some coal stored inside the furnace, but if we put our coal here, it's not going anywhere, because there's no hopper beneath it. But if we take our 8 cobblestone here, we close it up, and we wait a bit, you can watch all our stone. And it's melting all that stone, which is nice. And that's how that's working. Moving along, I dug out huge space here, but this is going to be our space in which we're going to build the 3x3 piston door that I've always wanted to build. I want to have at least one of these, and then we're going to be building another hallway this way. We're going to add some more cool farms this way, I think. But we've had a slight villager problem, but that's been fixed, I think, so far, and I just had to plug that up, and the villager home section is right there. So yeah, we lost 1 villager. It was the farmer. We lost him. Came down there. I was gonna save him, like I saved the white guy that came down. But then, what happened was I accidentally pushed him underneath the orange stained clay in the redstone mechanism here, and he died. Because I couldn't save him in time. Rip. What are we gonna call him? Morley. Rip Morley. We had such a good time together. Okay. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the piston door. If you want to see the design, you can see my tutorial on the piston, the 3x3 piston door should have gone out like last week. And that's the one we're going to be using. It's basically the same exact design. So, and I also give you a tutorial on that, so go watch it if you're curious about it. But I'll come back to you when I've built this door. Alright, so there we go. I've decided to make this storage area here. So the melons are now stored here. I was able to move all of them. There's melons stored in here, and there's melons that I've been collecting in there, and such. And overall, it's a really good system. This goes all the way down there, and there's actually, if you come with me, this has been collecting mobs per usual. If you come with me, was close. If you come with me, there's a hopper. So this chest acts as a buffer for the melons. And if there's any melons, then this will turn off the system here, and it will collect all of them. And then, after it's done, it will send it on its merry way to be dropped off over there. I found this to be a lot easier than, doing the whole, hoppers, because that's really expensive, and we don't have silk touch, right? So we can't get packed ice to do the whole water thing. But minecarts work, so we use that instead. So that's that, and I think I thought about hooking the sugarcane, but I might do that separately. I'm not sure. Sugarcane might be a little bit easier, but I just wanted to get the melons in because the melons have been producing like crazy. We have this full chest here, this here. We have stacks and stacks of this stuff, which is good to see. Alright, we're back. So you may notice something is different. Of course, we have the mob grinder. It's been doing its things, and we have this working, but I've changed a few things. Specifically, the sugarcane is now hooked up to the system. I've actually gone fishing. I'm going to deal with that in the next episode. And I've gotten a bunch of interesting drops. You may notice that upstairs, no chests are here. I moved all the chests downstairs, which is something good to see. Also, the villagers out here, I added the dropper system. It wasn't that hard. It's just a general dropper measured by a comparator, which goes into a comparator clock, which goes back into the dropper. So it's that thing here, and I've been feeding them. I don't know what else to do. It works in the creative world, so I may just do some modification or whatever and try to make it exact as I can. But if it works in the creative world, it should work here. So I'm going to take a look at that, but I've been feeding them plenty. So the sugarcane is no longer here. It's just a wall because it's going down into a dropper, which is spitting them out and is being collected by the minecart. And if we go this way, I sort of decorated the place a little bit, and all our items are down here. So like coarse blocks, refined blocks, misc, tools, food, and plants. We have a 3x3 piston door here. I changed the design a little bit. And then in this room, I changed the minecart a little bit to be hooked up to a sorting system. For now, it only sorts sugarcane and melon. So we have the general sorted. It goes into the comparator above, and it's, of course, filled with signs in that respective item. In this case, it's sugarcane. Over there, it's melon. And then it all gets sorted out. And then the comparator measures it. And so when it measures that there's something in it, it will turn this redstone torch off, which will drain the items until there's not enough items left to make a signal, which this will turn back on, and so it disables it from draining the remaining signs out. And that's how that item filter works. It's really simple, and I like it, and it's the design most people use. I might extend this in the future for now, but this is what it looks like, and I've just decorated the place to make it look a little bit nicer. And I've also done the same thing to that room there. And that's pretty much it. I haven't done much else. And I think that's where I want to end the episode today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video, consider liking the video. If you really did enjoy it and want to see more of videos like this or Terraria videos, consider subscribing, and have a great day. Bye.